It's your boy, Big Spade, comedian Big Spade, and I'm chilling with the homie.
You know what's going on, man. Cash Banks in the building, man. Play to win or don't play at all, man. We back, baby. Let's get it.
Yo, hey, man. Nadia couldn't be here today. She getting a little one ready for school. Shouts out to Nadia.
Shouts out to Nadia, man.
Yeah, she'll be back real soon, though. Be safe on that road. So, y'all know how we do. We keep them coming. And today we got two special guests in here. And I'm still learning on how to make sure I get it right. But we got Miss Latorya.
Yeah, Latorya G.
Latorya G. Say it one more time.
Latorya G.
Latorya G. And introduce yourself, big dog.
My name is James Smith. My name is James Smith, a.k.a. Moreah Yaqob.
Okay. Moreah Yaqob.
Moreah Yaqob?
Moreah.
Moreah?
Yeah.
Okay.
If, you know what? That's a nice start. We can start right there. How that name came about?
Well, the name came about for me studying scripture. Mm-hmm. And I realized that when you change, your name changes. Not so much of your actual name, but the meaning of your name. Moreah just simply means a teacher, and Yaqob in Hebrew or Phoenician Hebrew just simply means James.
Okay. Damn. Now this gonna be an informative episode for me, but I will say so. It might get a little controversial because my parents and stuff grew up real hard, church members or churchgoers or whatever, as you can say, and we grew up poor, so you gotta make it, kind of level out to me or sound.
We will.
You know. Last time we had somebody on here, we left like this. So.
No, y'all got back.
Did we?
Yeah, y'all got back.
I mean,
I don't know. He was all over the place, but yeah.
But we not.
Okay.
We're not gonna be all over the place.
Okay.
So, Miss Latorya G. So you are an artist, right?
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind, explain to me and the audience like the background of you being an artist.
Well, honestly, I've been play rapping all my life, right? But the thing is, I never really had nothing to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from a small town, and I'm not really, I don't speak to, it's nothing that, I'm not talking about, I don't speak to
Gangsta
butt
rap.
shaking, street stuff. So I just like to rap, but I never had nothing to talk about. But when I started studying real history and the Creator's word, and I prayed and asked him and made a vow to him, if he teach me his word, I'll speak. And from then I've been speaking his word. So now I got content for days.
So you speak his word through music or just everything
Yeah, everything. I speak to people. We got a podcast. We speak, but people don't really be wanting to hear us. But we realize everybody listen to music, so we can get the message out that way.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's smart. That's brilliant.
Why do you believe this message is important today? And both of y'all could answer.
I believe this message is very important because music today, we can find all kind of content about calling women out the content of characters of themselves. We can find how music is denigrating the so-called black man. We're either thugs, we're gangsters or whatever. But music don't hardly put us back into the mindset of culture. It don't put us back into the mindset of what the Creator expects from us.
Okay.
And it don't put us into the mindset of how we got into this position in the first place.
So you say it doesn't?
It does not.
Oh.
A lot of music does not, no.
So can you explain that a little bit?
Sure.
What do you mean, music don't put us back into the mindset of culture?
Okay.
What do you mean?
If I listen to just the everyday rap today, it doesn't give me any type of judgment of the Creator.
Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't put me into the mindset of taking accountability for the things that I've done. And it does not put us into the framework, like I said, of how we got here.
Okay.
Because I can't just lay everything 100% on me, because I came from a seed line, a generational line. I have to go backwards to to look at what took place in order to start to rebuild back the foundation to get it to where the Creator want us to be.
Okay.
To understanding where you came from to get to where you're going.
That was a good. I like that. Here.
What do most people? What do you think most people misunderstand about your belief?
What? Wait. Can we go back? Can we ask? What is your belief, or what is the belief you're trying to?
Good call.
We speak judgment, like the laws and commandments.
Yeah.
That's your wisdom. The Creator says that's your wisdom. And a lot of people, they run from the laws and commandments. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But your wisdom is, your laws and commandments is what gives you a long, healthy life, a prosperous life. And just like what you was saying, we came out of Christian churches too. We all did, We was all taught the same stuff, But our people aren't taught to really learn real, true history. We're taught fantasies.
Right.
So we do genealogy. Like I do genealogy for people all the time. I could trace my ancestors back to the 1600s. And I do this for other people as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you learn your history, you learn that they've been telling lies to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you study the Bible, the Old Testament, right? The Old Testament teaches so-called black people history.
Mm-hmm.
Not all black people are the same. You have different nations.
Right.
But
And that was actually going to be my next question. So when you say your history or your culture, are you speaking individually or a whole for Africans?
Well, we teach indigenous history, like not just necessarily African history.
But just original.
Right.
Like where it originates from or where you can trace it back to.
Right,
So
where we could trace our individual history from. We don't go off the narrative of what they tell us that we are. Like, you have to do your genealogy. You know what I'm saying? If you do your genealogy, you might see your people.
I don't know what that is.
we were here. Like, your people on land here.
Oh, just tracing back. Okay.
Yeah, like, find out who your mom, dad is. Then go back, who was their mama, daddy? Then who was their mama, daddy? Who was their mama, daddy? When you do genealogy, you can see where your family owned land. And you can be like, well, what happened to that land? You know what I'm saying?
Do you think us, like you think we lack that? Do you think more of us should get into genealogy?
Yeah, you being stolen from. Like, everything is being taken from you because you don't know who you are. Not saying that picking on you.
No, for sure. I feel what you're saying. Motherfucker done stole from me too.
The reason I can understand where she coming from, cause like with my family, right? Like, on my dad's side, we don't go no further back than my grandparents no more.
Right.
Because they both was single children, only children, but they made like 13 kids. Before my grandmama died, I think it was like 30 something grands, 40 something great grands.
So you don't know anything beyond the grandparents.
We actually do, because like one thing my family taught, we used to teach each other the history of our family. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the first man in my family was recorded that we know of, because we used to have Bibles and information and everything.
Right.
And I think his name was James Henry Bolden, and the reason his name was Bolden because he was a bold ass nigga.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people don't even have that much.
Well, you know what? That's what that would do y'all preach that or learn that because our last names is, like you say, we could trace our last name back to whoever or whatever. Like, is that a part of like your teachings or whatever?
You go again.
Are you?
Yeah, go again. I get the next one.
Yeah, like, you can trace it back. But one thing, when you do genealogy, you're not going to be just using one name. Because you're going to see so many different names in your genealogy.
So it's not like I could go back to the original Banks. It's going to be, because my last name Banks. So I'm not going to go back to the original Banks. I'm going to go to the creators of the Banks.
Right. You can trace it back as far as you can. Like, because you got to think when they came in and they, you know what I'm saying, think how they started recording. So you could trace that back as far as you can. But when you do genealogy, you're not going to just be dealing with Banks, because you're going to realize, like, wait a minute, my grandma was a McCoy.
You know what? Okay, so this is going to be my last question about the genealogy.
No, you can answer genealogy.
This is going to be the last, like, I don't want to get, like, make it about genealogy, but this is going to be the last question about it. So, I read something that if we actually traced back and back and back, a lot of people will be repeated in our family heritage because it was less and less people. So my uncle from 12,000 years ago or 1,200 years ago might be Spade's cousin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, aren't we all just family?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Well, one thing about that though is very interesting is that we don't, as a people, we don't migrate too far from each other.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you might get one or two break off and go over here,
Right.
but the majority of the root of the bloodline will be in specific areas. That's why it's easy to trace and find the bulk of your bloodline than where we can't find it. That's why it's very important when she was saying that you could trace the genealogy. Yes, you could trace the genealogy because everything is, the bloodline is sitting up in a circle. It's like in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, all that's pretty much the same.
Yeah, yeah. It came from Chicago
No.
or Alabama, like stuff because.
No, the South went to the North.
Okay. I got it the other way around.
Yeah, you got
I
it the other way around. The South went to the North.
Yeah, you're right.
And so when you got people say, well, I got relatives, because you ain't people in New York or like up in Chicago, they'll tell you they got families in North Carolina,
Facts.
Georgia,
Facts.
Alabama, yeah.
And
So
I meet people here because I stayed in Detroit and I got a bulk of family in Detroit, and it's people down here and they like, oh yeah, my family's in Detroit. I'm like, nigga, that's 12,000 miles away. How the fuck you know what I'm saying?
a lot of them used to migrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how you end up with some of your family splintering off into that direction up north.
Okay.
But they still keep a connection to the South.
Right.
Yeah.
So, let's get into the music real quick. Because you have your message and your music. And does the message comes first or does the song comes first?
That's a good question.
The message comes first.
Okay.
And the reason why the message comes first because music is kind of
Controversial.
well, I would say kind of like you got to have a bang beat to be able to get people to listen. But I could have a bang beat and not be saying anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
There's so much of that.
right.
Yeah.
So we want to we're making sure that our beats, when it's catchy, we want to have the message that sits on top of that beat. That the beat is there to draw, the message is there to grab and educate.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
This is for both of y'all. Do you think artists have a responsibility to challenge people or should they just entertain?
Well, we're here to challenge because change is what draws people. Well, let me put it like this. A lot of people is afraid of change because of the unknown.
Right.
And a lot of people like to stay what's familiar. So that's why you see a lot of people like if I could use the analogy of a beach. Everybody like to stay on the beach but not get in the water.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't know what's in that water, underneath that water.
Right.
Or whatever.
I'm one of them.
Right.
If I can't see, I'm not going.
But that's why I say so we'll stay on a familiar area than challenging to try to be able to change.
So is it like what y'all doing, the message and how y'all putting it out there is something new, so a lot of people don't gravitate toward it. It's something that we aren't familiar with, so we don't like, oh, let me put on this music that's giving me a message about.
No, it's familiar, but it's so long gone that it became unfamiliar because of what's there.
Okay.
In scripture, they tells us the nations just want us to entertain us. For us to entertain them.
Okay.
That's what the scripture teaches us. But the thing is that.
Well, when you say us, you mean us as a culture or us as a world?
A culture, because the majority of the world gets their culture from us.
Facts.
Now, so if they're watching us and they're mimicking what we do, then that means they're paying attention. They're looking for the next new thing.
Right.
So goes back to the scripture where it says that they want us to entertain them so as that they can gravitate to what keeps them alive. Like with Lauren, what her name is on Fox News, Lauren something. She told LeBron James, just shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear your politics because you're not being paid for that. You're not being paid to change or to educate. You're paid to entertain.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying.
And it's the same thing with a lot of the artists. They're being paid to entertain, but not educate. And that's why when a lot of them come out to try to educate, to do things in the community,
they get blackballed. I got you. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense for sure.
I want to add in something in there.
Go ahead.
Like so, Psalms 37:30, the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. So anyone, when you have a microphone, you have power, right? They teach that in mass communications. I know y'all know, because y'all in mass communications.
I did none of that. They got me off the street.
But you
learning.
No.
But you are in mass communications.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
learn real fast. Real fast.
So whenever you speak, you're supposed to speak the right thing.
For the backyard.
You're supposed to speak judgment. Judgment is the Creator's ways, right? You're supposed to always speak and tell people, speak with integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Telling people things that will help them prosper and benefit in life according to the Creator's word. You know? So you're not supposed to just be
talking.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell somebody to go rob a bank because they broke. If they be like, man, I ain't got no money, what you gonna tell them?
Me personally?
Yeah. Yeah, what you gonna tell them?
Hey, boy, you might gotta hit that bank, boy. No, I'm kidding. But no, I definitely feel you. Like, boy, hey, it's other ways, other avenues. Like instead of just jumping off the bridgeway. So yeah.
You probably gonna tell them to get a job or hustle.
Definitely.
But you're not gonna be like, yo, you
go rob. Yeah, I ain't finna tell them to rob the bank because you might tell on me that I told you that. Now I'm assessing. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what's happening in music when they speak, because these people, the artists, like the young generation, looks to entertain.
Definitely.
So when they speak, they not speaking judgment. They're speaking and telling people to do things that's not going to be good. Think about the female artists that's out here today. They're telling women to be whores. I mean, can I say that?
For sure. You can say what you want.
Right. They're telling the women to be whores.
You can talk however you want.
So I got a song called Thought. It's like, it's crazy because it's speaking against a lot of women out here when they have relationship problems with men. They tell women to go tick for tack. That man do something, girl, get him back.
Yeah.
Go get you a man. It's more fish in the sea.
That ain't your fish.
You making a hoe out of that girl. That's in one of my son's Baby Talk, A Child's Cry, that I think y'all gonna play later. You not telling that woman to, you know what I'm saying, hey, look, you need to go somewhere, ground yourself, get yourself together, right? Keep yourself holy, keep yourself, don't spread yourself abroad. You telling that woman it's more fish in the sea, go ahead. You telling her to do trial and error. Everybody she get is gonna be more, she gonna be more defiled, deluded. Well, man is gonna want to marry her, right?
Right. I'm glad you.
We're going to cut that one up. I got you. I got you.
You know what? I love when women come on here and speak the shit that we be saying.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's cool for a girl to go through something with a guy and whatever. It's like, okay, I'm going to go out and party and just read. People don't understand the mixture of energies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my lick back.
Like,
There's a lot of that going on.
You wonder why you wake up mad all the time. Your ass done slept with 4-5 people with just horrible energy, and it done rubbed off on you. So, I definitely feel. I'm glad you said that. That was a bar right there. We gonna get the gold. We supposed to get a gold mic from when people say some shit that's overly real, and just let them drop the motherfucker. But that's coming. So
yeah, you know what? Nice segment.
Yeah, that's coming.
So can we get into the indigenous history?
Yeah.
All right. What both of y'all can answer this one. What first led you to study indigenous history and the Americas?
What led me to study is when I realized that I've been lied to. And I've been lied to saying that we come from Africa. We did not come from Africa while people are actually here. And plus, when I also realized that for me being in the church, growing up in the church, being a part of the church, I realized that the church also been lying to us as a people.
For sure.
And in other words, the church tells us to wait till we die to get what we supposed to get. No, That's not what that's about. We're supposed to have that here, and that's all in the new. That's all in the Old Testament. That we were given land, we were given inheritance, we were given a culture, but it been taken from us because of the things that we've done as a people. And
So the things we've done as a people, as in being too friendly to let people come and corrupt us, or just us corrupting ourselves?
both.
All three of us
Both.
saying both.
Because when we allow, let's put it like today's term, when we allow people at the cookout, when do the cookout end for everybody to go home?
And then they come back to the next cookout. You only invited y'all once.
Nah, you remember the segment Fred Sanford? I don't know if you remember Fred Sanford and Son. When
I'm a little too young for that.
they was having a party to raise some money.
Okay.
And the thing was, these two gangsters came in and they say, no, you got to keep the party going.
Okay.
But the thing was, is Fred said, no, we just doing this just for us to raise some money. But the gangsters say, no, you going to keep doing this. And that's what happened. The party, the cookout is still going. And where the food coming from?
Right.
We're supplying it.
Right.
That was good.
Yeah.
We're supplying the food.
I like the way this. Excuse me. I like the way this dude break down shit. He's tough. I like that. That's what's up.
What keeps you humble while speaking such a bold message?
Yeah, I feel like you kind of taking a back seat, kind of let him answer everything. So can you answer that for us?
Well, for one was being humble. Like if you study the Creator's word, being humble is being submissive to the Creator's word. Like he tells us not to eat certain foods, not to do certain things, right? And without us putting our feelings in it, we do it because we know that's what's best, right? Because he's in control. That's what we call being humble, being submissive to his word. I don't really call being humble like being like a punk or somebody that you can like walk over or whatever. But if you mean like we being humble, like not really braggish or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we understand the Creator. We understand he's in control of all things. Things could change, you know. We just stick to the laws and commandments and judgments.
So how long, and this is a question for both of y'all, but how long has y'all, like when did the switch go like, okay, I'm going to study my culture, I'm going to study like the roots. Like how long y'all been doing this?
I've been doing this for, that's about 15 years. And the switch wasn't no automatic switch. Because like I told you, a lot of people like to stay on the beach and not get in the water.
So you eased the way in the water.
Yeah, you have to, because sometimes you now if you go cold turkey, that's because you was really looking. A lot of us, and to be honest, a lot of us just ain't really looking to change.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's just,
Because you be scared of it.
right, we scared of change.
Yeah.
So we stay on for what we know is familiar, and we'll stay around what's familiar, even though we know what we're staying around is wrong. We'll still stay there because that's familiar to us.
So other than being like you realizing you've been lied to, was there something that said, hey, I'm finna get into this, like I'm finna get into what I'm doing. I'm finna get into this roots. I'm finna get into putting this message out through music. Like, was there a specific reason that said, all right, let's get it?
All right, look, for me personally, like I'm from North Carolina, like a small town, right? I know y'all never heard of Elizabethtown, called E-Town, right?
Elizabeth City? I've heard of that. That's funny. I used to go to school up there. Well, I didn't go to school up there, but we played. Anyway,
That's the same thing.
not the same thing.
No, that's near Virginia. It's
Oh,
near
okay.
like it's in Southeast North Carolina.
Okay.
But I'm from like predominantly it's like a black community. Everybody there was family, and they always been there, right? I mean, like my grandma stay in front of me, my aunts, uncles, we all know each other, and I start seeing like how people from other nations, put it that way, start coming in and trying to gentrify the neighborhood. They start, and that to me was like,
This our shit.
yeah, and I've been trying to read the Bible my whole life, and I would like start, and I could never get through it, and I would stop. But when I seen them start like gentrifying, that woke me up, because I started seeing people from other nations walking our communities that I'd never seen before. I'm like, I know who had that land.
Now it belongs to.
Right. They would roll over in their grave if they knew that you was walking on their land and not one of their descendants. And that's happening all across the United States. Like, your communities are being gentrified. It's being people that ain't you that's moving in. They're becoming your neighbors.
Yeah.
But you thinking you from somewhere else. So you don't even know that the land they taking belonged to your ancestors. And you're not fighting for it. You don't know to fight for it. So you losing everything. And they coming in. A lot of so-called black Americans don't know that a lot of these people from other nations are coming in. They closing in on you.
Definitely.
Because they see you sleep. They know you don't care about your neighborhood. You think you from somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's why every time you turn around, they opening up businesses in your neighborhood. They doing all these different things. They're closing in on you. And they're not going to let you identify as anything. They're going to keep you as a West African slave. You better not say you one of God's people. You better not say you indigenous. You better not say nothing but you a West African slave. Or they're going to call you some type of terrorist. They're going to put out some type of, even the government will put out a law, a hate crime law, right? To keep you from speaking against, you know what I'm saying, these people.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Okay. Damn.
And just to add on, if we could go into the communities, what's the main thing that we see in every in all our communities? The main thing we see.
Liquor stores. Liquor stores.
Liquor stores.
Churches.
Churches.
Yeah.
And we got to ask the question,
Why so many?
Why so many, and what is it doing? Because if I have businesses around, like she said, they build businesses around. If I have businesses being built around my community, but I'm looking at all my houses dilapidated, destroyed, where's the money going?
Facts.
But that's the point.
That's crazy because, like I said, I used to stay in Detroit or whatever, and literally, you can barely go on a corner and not see a church. But Detroit is a predominantly all black city. So what is the reasoning for that?
The reasoning is to bring your value down for others to grab it for cheap.
But how do they use the church for that?
Easy. They tell you, wait till you die to go to heaven, for you can get your reward.
So I'm not worried about what I got right now.
No. And and the next point is, if you notice what the church does, they teach you come from Africa. So if I realize I come from someplace else, what am I going to fight for? What's around me?
Yeah, I
now?
don't care about America because that's my shit. Or you thinking that?
Bingo. And that's the whole point. So if what we have done is say we have to bring back not just positive music, but music with judgment, to be able to get people to think, convict them, challenge them, educate them, so as that people can realize the bold lie that they have placed in front of us, and that we are afraid of getting off the beach to get into the water for that change.
Got you.
Okay. Hey, so I want to do this. We doing rapid fire and this and that. I'm gonna ask you something. No thinking. Give me the first.
No, we gotta emphasize on the no thinking part because everybody come up here and be like, no thinking.
Legacy or fame?
Both of y'all gotta answer.
Legacy.
Legacy.
Church building a community.
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 Debate or dialogue?
Dialogue.
Debate.
Lyrics or delivery?
Lyrics. No. Delivery. It's delivery.
I'm gonna say lyrics because I gotta listen to. Like I want to know what's being said.
Can we say both?
Yeah, both.
Or just one?
You know, we ain't taking shots, so I'll let you do both. You know, you're supposed to take shots when you do both.
Yeah, I got you.
Nah, you good. That's with you. All right. Oh, no, not that one. Study or experience?
Oh, wow.
That's a good
That's a
one.
tough one.
I'll say experience because I don't think no teacher is better than going through it. So I'll say experience.
No, she writes studies because you can have an experience, but if you don't study what you're going through, why you went through it, your experience means nothing because you're gonna repeat
Because
that.
your experience is just raw.
Yeah.
Studying, you actually get to dissecting.
So I can have the study without the experience, but I can't have the experience without the
Can I
study.
give you a scripture for that?
You do?
You got a scripture for us?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 30. I read it to you.
For is it for studying or experience?
Both.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
It's just Deuteronomy 30. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon you, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind. You thinking, studying, your experience. Among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God have driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul, then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God have scattered thee. You have to study, like he's asking you to think about your experiences. You got to call to mind, look at your life, and think about the blessings and the curses.
Got you.
Well,
Okay.
we might have to pass a collection plate around today.
Come on now, hey! I dig in my pocket.
Yeah, well,
But
go ahead.
oh no,
No, go ahead.
how do y'all like?
Because you're interested. I like that.
How do y'all get this message out without telling people like, hey, you ain't got to come to church? Because I feel like this is like he said, we passed the collection plate around this motherfucker. Y'all so
No, he can't take no money from you.
no. Cause of what? Cause y'all not a church.
We not a church. We follow the laws and commandments, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't sell the Creator's word. We don't. Well, put it this way, we don't. If I'm speaking to you, we supposed to speak judgment, right?
Right.
And if you read the Bible, the Creator set apart people. Like for one, so we might as well just tell them, right?
What?
We do speak Hebrew Israelite culture. Let's just put it out there.
I don't even know what, but okay. What?
The Hebrew Israelites. So you heard of Moses?
Yeah.
The Hebrew Israelites are God's chosen people, right?
Okay.
He set them apart to teach the world how to keep His laws and commandments, right?
Mm-hmm.
They in the covenant. If you keep the laws and commandments, you'll be blessed. If you don't keep them, you'll be cursed, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you read Deuteronomy, it's all through the Bible, but some of the most infamous places, if you go to like Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, he tells you some of the blessings and the curses. When you read those curses, you realize that's what's happened to the black community. Going to captivity, slavery, just everything that you go through. Being called proverbs and bywords when they call you ninjas.
But
Black,
so
you know
so
what I
this
mean?
this is what I'm saying.
But if I take money from you, what am I going to do with it?
Use it to furthermore push this agenda or information out on people. For example, studio time costs. I don't know how y'all record y'all music, but it's not free to go and drop a music about.
Right, but we won't take a collection plate.
Oh, so it's like just straight up donation. Like a collection plate, like passing it around and like to come up on your own time on your own work. Like collection plate, that means
Y'all making
me
me
sending
do
it and it's kind of making you do it.
Okay.
It's not your option
I got
anymore.
you. Okay.
Right, so that's like change.
Yes.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yes. That's because if I want to change, it has to be on me to change, not something forcing me to change. So if you want to give, that has to be on you
Okay.
to give, and you have to make note of why you're giving.
I got you.
See, when you pass a collection plate, you just put money in the thing.
Don't know what's for.
You know?
Don't know where it's going.
On everything. Yeah.
Nah, this is why I want
That
this.
same
this is what I'm
doorknob
blessing
been
you
here for 20
Okay.
years, been hanging off.
And we supposed to be had that place. At this point, it's a sacred doorknob.
Right, but when people give, it's only to give to help open the push, but it's not for us to becoming rich. Because
Gotcha.
that's not what that's for.
And can I say this too? I know they're not gonna like when I say this. If you is gonna donate, don't donate to somebody that's not speaking to you judgment, that's not telling you the Creator's word. Don't be donating to people that's telling you
No,
how
they
feel.
they mad at me when I'm in church because I swing that motherfucker right by me. You say put what in here? Here you go, bro.
Yeah. So y'all say y'all study the First Testament. What's your favorite book in the First Testament?
Favorite book?
The Old Testament.
Yeah, mine's Genesis. It's in the Genesis, the first chapter. That's when I'm looking at how everything came into be, order, and etc. The things that he gave us as man to be over, to rule, to keep, to govern, and etc. That's what I like. So when I go outside, I'm looking at the very nature of the things we supposed to be keeping healthy, intact, to govern for the Creator. But I'm also looking at when we messed up, the reason why everything is the way it is now.
Mm-hmm. I'm like that when I go outside too. Like I just look at certain stuff and I'll be like, you know what, this is amazing somebody put this here, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I also see where we fucked up. You know, like human period. Like where we messed up a lot of the, you know, the man-made stuff. We done took it and started putting our little twists and turns on it. Now it's not what it was anymore.
Right.
Even down to the food.
Right. No, I would say we messed up. We're continuing to mess up.
Okay, you're right.
It's
Because
okay
when you
to
say messed up,
I mean, it stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Yeah, you're right.
We're
We still messing
continuing
up.
to mess up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what about your favorite book in the first section?
Same Genesis, the foundation. It gives you a purpose in life.
Yeah, okay.
Got you. One word that describes your mission.
The Creator.
That's two.
Judgment.
That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So, what's the biggest lie society has accepted as truth?
That we are not who we say we are.
Go on to that for me.
Okay. That they say that we're not the people of the Creator. We're not the actual Israelites. The Israelites don't exist. and that's who we are. They tell us that we're not the actual Aboriginal Indians. And that's who we are. They tell us that we come from someplace else when we never did.
You know what? So, with that being said, I work with. So I'm a machinist, and I work with a lot of. I ain't gonna say brainiacs, but these guys are smart. And this one dude, he's originally from the Middle East. I'm not sure what area, but he's from the Middle East. And he told me, he was like, hey, you a Christian? Like, you into the Bible or whatever? And I'm like, I read it growing up, but I won't say that I'm not really religious. I'm more spiritual. And he was like, you never met anybody from that area where they say the original Hebrews and stuff are from. You never met a Jacob, Mark, Matt, Job. Like, these people are named Ezekiel and Abraham and stuff like that. So for y'all to tell us that Matthew, like Mark, Matthew, and Job is the people to look up to or the people to prophesize God, they like, none of them motherfuckers ever lived over there.
But see,
What is your take on that?
But the Bible, when we talk indigenous culture, we're not just talking land. We're talking the things that the land also produce.
Okay.
That can testify, teaches us where the indigenous culture actually is. Now, indigenous all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it wrong, twisted, because there's melanation all over the world.
For sure.
But we're talking about America.
Okay.
And the Bible specifically illustrate points of where actually it's referring to. Give you an example, corn.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very simple corn. Corn,
Everybody need corn.
right, but where's corn originated from?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's from America.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's where corn is originated from. So if the Bible is denoting corn and corn is originated from America, that means why did they leave America out? What did they hide? And go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. If you look at this, we may not be talking, right? If you look at two things that are always lied about the most, or it's always the most discussion about, American history and Black American history.
Facts. I agree.
And they go together. Like, they're gonna always tell you, you ain't who you say you are. You ain't this and that. You got to be who they say. they're also always going to try to control the narrative of American history. No, these was the Native Americans, these is the Indians, these is the people there. You know what I'm saying? We killed them, they gone, so now this land is free.
Do you think that's for discipline, or like he said, because they trying to train us to get what belongs to us afterwards?
They want they got it, and they want to keep it. Then they got your mind somewhere else.
Yeah, they ain't playing it when they playing to keep now.
Yeah. So they take your stuff and then trick you into thinking it was never yours.
Right. Over generation, then they teach you to teach your kids that it's not yours.
Facts. Well, how do we counteract that? Like, how do we listen to your music?
Nice segue.
That's one of the ways. Check the music out.
Yeah.
Sister Latorya G and Moreah Yaqob, check that music out.
So let's get into that. So tell me about Heaven and Hell.
Wait.
That's a song.
Okay, because how would they know? You know. But yeah. Tell us.
Everybody knows. Like, it go back to what y'all was just saying. Your heaven and hell is here on earth.
Ooh. Well, she is cooking today. I just told somebody that yesterday. They was like, oh, such and such. Blah, blah. I'm like, bruh, you see all this shit we go through right now? You don't think this hell?
Yeah, bro. You
don't. It's, bruh.
You have to create heaven for yourself.
Listen, I walk outside, and if I see, I got a heart. Don't get it twisted. Regardless of what you see, I'm a funny guy. I like to joke about bullshit a lot, but I have a big heart. It hurts me to go outside and see anybody hungry. Anybody. A motherfucker work with me, and he make good money. I will literally, bro, I ain't see you eating. Are you hungry? Well, I give him my, because I feel like that's my hell. Seeing that, I can't, I don't.
It just don't sit well with you.
It don't sit well with me.
Yeah, you feel everybody should have something to eat. I feel like.
At bare minimum.
Yeah, but.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a butt day.
Y'all was here. I'm just letting you know. Hang on.
But
He might try to put us apart.
the question now becomes, why was he hungry?
And correct, because the person I was talking to, they also were telling me like, cause that's just the person you are, but don't get it twisted. Everybody can't be saved. I'm sure he got family and friends too, but the question is, why aren't they on his back? Why don't they have his back? What did he do? What kind of person is he? And I'm like, you know what? That kind of ease my pain more when I see somebody not hungry, because I'm like,
they don't tell them what they did.
I got family. I will never be hungry because the person I am, I'm a good person. I could call family, friends, cash, I got you. What the fuck did you do to not have nobody? You know what I'm saying? It's
judgment.
Yeah, you using certain terminology I like. If you read the Bible, you understand, like when you just said saved, good. Because you understand that save is help.
yeah.
That's your salvation, being rescued. So you saying, what did he do where he didn't get saved at that moment? Why
Right.
nobody come bring him food? And you also you thinking about judgment, because you thinking, what did he do in life to where this came back to him?
Right.
Because
right.
the Creator controls spirits.
For
So
sure.
when you don't keep his word, you're not keeping judgment, he may harden people's spirits towards you where they don't deal with you.
Right.
They don't give you that help. But you a good person from what you're saying, right? So because you're a good person, the Creator see that judgment comes right back to you. That's why when you're in need, people look out for you.
It's from what I do, guys, not what I say, okay? Just put that out there, you know.
So let's go to baby talk or child cries. Child's cry. Well, tell me about that.
No, they didn't tell me about heaven and hell. I just
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, they didn't.
I apologize.
I kind of interrupted. My fault.
I thought we were breaking it down.
Well, heaven, hell, the Bible describes hell.
Fiery.
No, that's not hell.
Oh, I said how to describe it.
Right. But hell, when the Bible talks about hell, it's talking about your affliction. All right, things you're going through, and we're being afflicted, like we talked about earlier in the conversation about the community, drugs, liquor, churches. That's our affliction.
Right.
That's our hell, and those things are pulling from the community.
Right.
Education, school it's a lot of education. They're not teaching us the truth in education. That's our hell. And what's happened is, and I know sometimes people might not accept it, but that's what hell is. The Bible tells you hell enlarge herself every day, because every day a child is being born. So what you think is going to happen when that child is born? You think they're going to learn judgments of the Creator, or they're going to learn what's already been saved?
That is liquor store and shit.
See? So that's hell. So it drains the culture from us. We never gets back to the culture of self. We always into the culture of others more so than ourselves.
So is our culture as a whole in hell? Like, can we not, like, how do you say? All right, I'm gonna use this for example. If a black family is born, say a dude was born, his parents passed, left him heritage, and he goes off into great school or whatever, is he not in hell even though his people are? Like, is that not his hell?
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, he's distant from what we go through. You know what I'm saying? If he was born into that lifestyle, I'm pretty sure it's not liquor stores around this corner from his school. It's probably not a church on every.
But the question now becomes still, even though he might have been born with that,
Right.
you can never separate yourself from your people.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. That's what
Yeah.
I'm asking. Can he separate?
No.
Okay.
He individually, he could be doing good,
Okay.
but collectively, he's still going to be identified as who he is. In other words, let's put it like this. If you watch the Animal
Still a
Channel,
nigga.
a wildebeest, you know what a wildebeest is, right?
For sure.
It could be off by itself, and you got the whole herd over there. The lion gonna look at that wildebeest as a what? Food. But he's going to see that wildebeest by himself. They're not going to attack the whole herd, because they already know that's a death sentence. They're going to get the individual by himself.
Okay.
Because it's easily to control one
Than the whole.
than the massive. And I
Gotcha.
could train that
Well,
one to
can
go
poison
in.
everything, though.
Right.
Okay. I got you. Man, that was dope.
So go ahead.
I want to ask something now. With the song, you have to learn your history, because when you might see people struggling, but you need to kind of be concerned about your people, because your hell is their heaven. That's what the song is about. They came and set their heaven here on your hell. So where you struggle, where you don't, like, if you don't know who you are, you don't know your history, that's the heaven to them. You don't know they taking your stuff, right?
Okay.
When they come in and set up businesses in your neighborhood, they making heaven here on your land. Whereas
Right.
you hell, you paying. You using your money to buy their products, but what are you selling?
I got to listen to the song now.
If I could get a scripture real quick. Is that okay?
For sure.
I'm gonna go into.
I want to get into 2 more songs real quick before we get up out.
Yeah, I just want to write
Go ahead.
this right here real quick. This is a story in the Apocrypha, the book of Judith, the 5th chapter, verse 20 and 21. And this is what it says here. It says, this is the Israelites fighting against the other nations. And it says, but if there is no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their God be before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. Meaning, if Israel stays within the judgment of the Creator laws, no nation will be able to touch us. But verse 22 says, but if there be iniquity in their nation, that's sin. We're going against culture. We're going against everything of ourselves. Let my Lord now pass. Let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their God before them, and we become the reproach all the world. And that goes back to Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, which she had read earlier, that everything that we going through when we turn back to the Creator, all those things will be now touching the other nations, and they'll get off of us because we're coming back. We're not allowing the other people around us to control the narrative of us.
Gotcha.
That's the whole point.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's what heaven and hell is about. We're controlling the narrative, but we have to see the narrative in order to now reverse the narrative.
Gotcha. So now let's get into baby talk, child cries. Like what is that about?
Is that the
That's the title.
baby talks or child cry?
No, baby talks a child cry.
Okay.
That's basically a song like begging the parents to not send their kids out here in the world with the wrong directions. Not send them out here, like for example with the daughters. Keep your daughters a virgin. Men, protect your daughters. Keep her a virgin. Ensure that she does get married. Don't let your daughter go out here and do trial and error and make it hard on herself. Like, you know, don't be having her out here just wondering like, I need to find out what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, guard her, mold her, right?
Right.
For the men, guard and protect your men. Give your son a purpose. Teach them their purpose in life, right?
Right.
And don't just teach your sons to go out here and like sow their warrior oats, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're messing up with women, you're causing women to be whores in our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have so many broken homes, single family homes. Because those terms only follow the Black American community. Like
Facts.
baby mama, child support.
Was she not playing? I just said that the other day. I never heard no other culture say nothing about a baby mama or a baby daddy.
Right.
It's my child's mother, my child's father. If they say that, it's fiance and wife.
Because they have other nations, they ensure marriage in the community.
Right.
We don't do that. We don't have high marriage rates. Single family homes, and after we have a child, it don't work out. They go, okay, we go find somebody else. You go find some good.
But you know what it is though, and I think, and I gotta say this because it's a big misconception.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to say that too, but they do it.
What?
Like say baby mama, baby daddy, this, that, and third. But see, the thing is, they don't glorify it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I done been around them,
Right.
and they say these terminologies, but they keep it in the privacy of that conversation.
Okay.
When they take it out in the public, they always put the best foot forward. Us,
Okay.
on the other hand, we got it in rap songs, we got it in movies, we done made a movie of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
to us, we glorify it. Like if we could just keep it, hey man, my baby
In this
mama
conversation,
tripping. But
yeah.
then when you out in public, man, that's mine, the kids, and my mom. You know, we ain't on the best terms.
And I'm learning that now because
Yeah.
I don't want to. And my son's mother is a great mother.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I don't want to limit her to being my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak on her, I try to speak on
That's
her.
my child's mother.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Give her something. Give her title.
Yeah.
More
meaning.
respect
Yeah,
and power,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Because baby mama is just,
Anybody can be.
yeah, you know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? But that's my child's mother.
Right.
Not, because you got to think, even with rappers, I want the baby mama, I want the
Yeah.
baby mama. But if you like, no, that's that's the mother of my child.
It just means
It's a little more respect
yeah,
there
it
now.
means-
Like,
yeah.
okay, he look at her a little bit differently.
For sure.
Like, yeah.
Definitely.
So,
definitely
you know, it's crazy terminology do that.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But I agree.
You feel that's fair?
Oh. What's the difference between my child's mother, my baby mama, than being a wife?
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? If I say that's my child's mother versus my baby mama versus that's my wife.
Well, I think, like he said, the terminology. I think it just.
Well, I mean, she's not your wife. You can't say she's your
For
wife.
example,
No.
no. If someone was to speak on me and then they spoke about and they said baby mama, I'ma assume the relationship with your son's or your daughter's other parent isn't tight grip. As opposed to if you call them your wife, then I'ma know shit, they ride or die. Until y'all say y'all divorced, I have no choice but to believe that the camaraderie between you two is here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So when if we use that's my child's mother or my baby mama, I'm
You're
looking
thinking
at that's the same.
Okay.
I'm saying that's the same because
Okay.
there was no camaraderie there.
Okay.
But I'm looking at just a child.
Right.
So we're perpetuating marriage
Gotcha.
versus you going out there saying my child's mother or now if the person was married, you say, okay, that's my, you know,
That's my wife.
that's my wife or that's the woman the mother of the kids who I was married to, something like that. You'll bring camaraderie there.
Okay.
But if there was no marriage there, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
A person you had a kid with.
you had a kid with.
Okay.
And that's how we have to. That's the stereotype that we're actually going after.
Deuteronomy 22:28, like when you take a woman's virginity, y'all it needs to be for life at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
That's law. If you don't keep that woman, you're gonna send her out here to have sex with other men. You know, when you humble her, you took her virginity, you need to be with that woman. She needs to be with you. She needs to always be with you. You can't put her away. You can't hate her.
So pretty much just stop fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like.
No,
We didn't say that.
we didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
We didn't say
oh,
that.
that's what I heard. My
That's-
bad. My fault. My bad. That was I thought.
we didn't say
Hey,
that.
you know what? And I'm glad how fast y'all cleared that
I thought
up.
it was, you know.
No, you don't know how much respect y'all just got from me for that. Cause y'all was like, no, we ain't saying that. Hold on. Whoa, what you make me say, bro?
I thought, you know.
Hold on. You totally got that wrong.
But listen though, once it's already,
It was just how fast that they were like,
For
no.
example, I'm pretty sure the women I fornicated with aren't virgins. So once, let me ask you this. Once a virgin has lost her virginity and she's not with that guy, do we just, you know, hey, go do, like, what goes on with her afterwards?
For one, the man should have been according to law. If we was keeping, which most people we don't keep the Creator's laws, right? That's
Right.
why our community is in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
If we was keeping the Creator's law, they would have held that man responsible. Like you can't just put that woman away. You can't
Okay.
have sex with her, take her virginity.
Okay.
And you have to give her dad a gift. You can't just because you took that's his seed. You can't just have sex with a man's daughter and not acknowledge the father, right?
Mhm.
So he has to give you permission. Because if you know what I'm saying, if you have a daughter, do you want a man to have sex with her? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't even want to think like that.
Well, he has a daughter, so.
But that man needs to come to you for permission.
No,
I feel that.
And you have to decide to give her away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you decide to give her away, he can't just have sex with your daughter and then all right, go mess with the next girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, he need to take care of your daughter for life now. That's his wife.
So was there a time where we stoned a nigga for that?
Yeah, that's what would happen.
Okay.
So, niggas just get stoned for that. But then it was in movies and you remember when a man mess around and mess with a female, but the time to mess around and get on that female.
Yeah,
definitely.
she gets stoned too.
Yeah, so everybody get it. Everybody get doing wrong.
I do agree with that. I think we need to go back to not public execution, but
Has to be accountability.
Yeah.
if a lot of people see,
There's no shame.
There's no shame. Yeah.
People just do what they want to do now, and then they just, oh, I'm a woman, oh, I'm a man, oh, they do it, like so.
But I also
it's always an excuse for why you can
coming
do what
out
you do.
so much more. So like people don't need to have. I ain't gonna say they don't need to, but I think a reason why people have no sense of shame anymore because if you do something shameful, 5 minutes later somebody else gonna do something shameful, and we got it to where we can see that millions of miles, thousands of miles away. They done forgot about Spade walking around with a wedgie because this girl walking around with her ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like it just the turnaround rate is so fast. Nobody needs to have a sense of shame.
We done forgot. We gotta check Spade. We gotta get Spade trolls out of that.
Yeah, we still talking about him.
We already on this.
Now we done switched to her ass being out.
Basically.
Yeah.
Man, but Jane, Latoya, right? Latoya G?
Yeah, Latorya G.
Latorya G.
Latorya.
I promise I'm gonna get it right.
Latorya.
I'm not
I'ma
even
get on
thinking like
that.
but there's other people out here with this similar name.
Yeah.
I gotta let it. And mine
For
has
sure.
R. Mine has an R in there.
Yeah.
Latorya.
I don't play by my name
Latorya
either.
G.
I don't give a fuck. I don't play by my name.
Yeah. So man, hey, please don't make this y'all ass.
No, this was dope. This was a good episode. I still got more shit to know. So I think I'm gonna get into that music, but next time y'all come, I'm gonna write questions down like this motherfucker do. And, you know, I'm gonna get on that. This was dope.
But yeah, hey, so before y'all go, both of y'all look in that camera right there. Tell everybody where they can find y'all, where they can listen to y'all music at, all that.
Latorya G, again, don't forget R on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming platforms. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. It's Sister Sista Latorya with an R G.
Can you spell the Latorya out so people would?
Yeah. So it's Latorya.
Okay.
Space G.
I'm glad you spelled that.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Like, I was about to say IA.
I'm finna get to typing in the wrong name 40 times.
Look, you too, Joe.
This is you could check our music out on the platform as well on any platform. That's Sister Latorya G and Moreah Yaqob. Moreah is Morah. Yaqob is Yaqob. The album, the whole project will be dropping at and I think by this weekend. So go out, subscribe to the channel, stream it, and let us know if you like it.
One more question.
Go ahead.
What is the top song when somebody checks into y'all? What song do they need to get into? The first song they need to listen to from y'all. What is it?
Good one.
I would say her track. Baby Talk Child
Both
Scrap.
of y'all. Somebody type in your name. What is the song that you have?
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe. And I'm talking in that track, I'm talking about regardless of what the devil brings to me, I'm still going to stand for the creator.
Okay.
No matter what.
Okay.
All options off the table.
That was Job, right? That's what Job had to do, right?
Yeah, that's what Job had to do.
So I believe.
I believe.
Okay, that's James. James, I believe. Tap in with my boy James. That's his song. Yours, Miss Latorya.
Yeah, both of us. Right now, we only got like 2 songs uploaded. I do. He got one song, I Believe, by Moreah Yaqob.
Okay.
And when we put the whole album up, everybody just get the whole album. But please go to Latorya G because he didn't make his official artist page on YouTube. So his music gonna be up on my page. But just look us up on all streaming platforms. All the songs got messages.
So just tap in anything.
Yeah, we partners. We we so it's not neither one that's over the other. So.
Okay. Well,
Hey.
there we got it.
Hey, so y'all got it, man. Another episode of Play to Win the podcast. It's your boy, Big Spade, comedian Big Spade. That homie.
Got Cash in here, man. We out, man. This was a good one. This was dope.
Hey, thank y'all. Man, hey, like I said, y'all come back now.
This was dope.
Yeah? All right. I got you. Big Spade, man. We gone.